I'm back. Because I get this question so much, you guys, about me being a black sheep of my family, because I know a lot of witches are, and I want to talk to you about it because I have a very interesting turn of events. My family went from they would have walked the fuck out my house if they even saw a novena candle that wasn't for a saint. You know, like if I had a Abre Camino candle or a Chibrosa candle or something, boom, they're out. To now my family is like interested in my practice, what I do, and a lot of people have a hard time getting here, and some never do. You know, some people, they refuse to abandon their spirit and what feels right for them, and so sometimes we have to choose our path over our family. Sometimes we don't. But for me, my family has come a long way. It is possible, I promise you. Because if my family can accept my witchy ass, y'all's might be able to also. Because my family still gets thrown off about it. Because I don't really look like a witch, you know, or a priestess, or a voodoo practitioner half the time. Normally, I look like this. I look like a fucking porn star. I get that a lot. I'm not, but you know, sometimes I look like this, and other times I do have my priestess clothes on, and my beads, and my head wrap, and everything. But they're finally able to see both sides of me, you know, and they're also able to see the miracles that I do. I have stopped miscarriages in their tracks. I've stopped people from losing their homes and getting evicted. I've helped people get their families back together. I've helped people save their grandparents that are in critical condition in the hospital. Like, and it's all thanks to the spirits, you know. I'm just the vessel. But once my family was able to see my testimonials and see the lives changed by these religions, by voodoo and palo, it changed their entire tune towards it. They still try to throw Jesus in there here and there. Like, oh, only Jesus can save you. And I'm like, well, ma'am, with all due respect, when Jesus has not come through, guess who they call? Me. And there was a point when I thought that they would not come around, and I just chose myself. And I think that them seeing that I was willing to lose all of them in the name of me being authentic to myself made them realize, you know what? She's really like about it. She really loves what she does, and she's dedicated. And they didn't want to lose me, you know. It was easier for them to accept me and let me be who I am, because I wasn't going to change, you know, than them cut me off. Because I was like, at the end of the day, y'all don't pay my bills. My spirits have done more for me than my own flesh and blood, this living, has done. Truthfully. And my spirits are my family in that way. Humans can do human shit. Humans can do whatever the fuck they want to do. That's not in my control. But when you have a relationship to your spirits like I have with mine, that's my source of unconditional love. Along with God, of course. But it just changed the entire dynamic in my family. And I kept quiet about it for a while. Like, I didn't start talking to my family about Paulo until a few months ago. And, you know, they would look online and shit when they would hear me say, yeah, I'm a Paulo Mayombe priestess. First thing they do is go to Google and then me being vegetarian for so long, they're like clutching their imaginary or real pearls like, Nikki, how are you going to be a vegetarian and you sacrifice animals? You kill roosters and goats and shit? And then I had to, but see, everything is a learning opportunity, because then I had to explain to them why animal sacrifice is part of Paulo. I don't just go around killing roosters and goats and pigeons and ducks and shit willy-nilly. I don't like killing things at all. You know, it is for emergencies. It is for when my life, my loved one's life, or my client's life is in danger in some way. And that animal, its blood is shed and its life is lost so that mine is not, my loved ones, clients, and so forth. Okay. Once I explained that principle, that its blood is shed so that mine is not, it made them understand why I do what I do. And it's shown them that these religions, at least when it comes to Paulo and Voodoo, are not evil like the internet, like the media, books even try to make it out seem. In its core, are there people that use these religions for the worst of the worst shit? Abso-fucking-lutely. There's some evil ass cunts in ATR that are only in it for the power. But something I've learned and I have taught my family is that I will tell them. Like, well, people are sending this, and this, and this at me. Iku, sickness, death, poverty, yada, yada, yada. I'm good, mama. And my mom would get scared in the beginning when I would tell her about it. But then she saw that nothing was happening to me. I might get a sniffle for like a day. I might have a slow week in my business. Something. But it never actually hit me. And my mom being able to see that because I stay on the side of Ensambi and body of God in these religions, that keeps me safe. Because I'm using the religions how it was meant to be used in the eyes of God. You know? And so my family being able to see me use Paulo in such a beautiful and uplifting and healing and protecting way, it changed their perspective. And it makes my relationship with my family easier because I'm not hiding who the fuck I am. Nope, y'all don't pay my bills. Because I am so in line with myself and what I want to be, it's impossible for me to be fake. It's impossible for me to hide who I am. Now, when I go out into the world, I know. Okay, if someone asks me what I do, I'll say I'm a priestess, I'm a spiritual worker, I'm a spiritual healer. I'll kind of be very vague. I won't just go out into the world and word vomit about Paulo all the time. Because I know the stigma it carries and I don't feel like dealing with it. And plus, it's only part of my life. I am not a 24/7 Panera. I am not in the spiritual realms 24/7. I am still human and still living a human experience. alive as can be, gracias a Dios. Like, I take my time to be human and do human shit. And my family sees that and they respect it. But the way that I got here was through being true to myself. I didn't care, girl. Y'all would never know. But there was a time after my initiation, I got down to 93 cents, bitch. I remember looking at my fucking bank account. I was like, I did not call my family. Because I knew if I borrowed money from them, it would have conditions in some way. And at that point, they were not accepting of who I was. And if I had to move in with them or something, like, I just didn't want to go down that hole, you know? Because I wouldn't be able to have my engangas and whatnot. And I was like, I can't go to my family about this. I had less than $1, okay? No joke. But my spirits were testing me. They were like, okay, yes, they are your, physical family. You should respect them, blah, blah, blah. But we are your forever spiritual family. Like, we have had your back through the worst. Are you going to run to your family out of desperation and move in with them and have to hide who you are? Because they weren't going to let me have a room just for my spirits and another room just for my engangas. So my spirits had to make a way. And I had to be true to myself because this is who I am. And me staying true to myself gained their respect, like you wouldn't believe. And that's the number one thing that I will tell you guys is stay true to yourself and your spirits, because your spirits will always find a way. What I just told y'all about, when I had 93 cents in my bank account that morning, my spirits worked a miracle, okay? By 4 o'clock that same day, I had 10 bands. I had $10,088 in my bank account. No joke. And I took screenshots of everything. And it's there to remind me, like, my spirits will always come through. They will not let me ask for help from someone that, in exchange for helping me, they are going to make me compromise who I am. I could have told them, look, I have like $1 left. Can I move in with you? And my mom or whoever would have been like, yeah, go ahead. I would have had security, but I would not have been true to who the fuck I was. So I risked everything. And my spirits came through. And because I have that faith with them, and I've had those tough times that they have miraculously gotten me through. I mean, bitch, can you imagine? Can you imagine? You wake up with less than a fucking $1, and 6 hours later you got 10 bands? That's what spirit does when you're true to them and you're true to yourself. I'm not telling y'all to abandon your family or anything like that. What I am saying is, if you're in the position that I was, where you are struggling hard, and you know if you go to so-and-so for help, and you move in with them, whatever, then you will not be able to tend to your spiritual practice, and your practice is very important to you, and it fulfills you, give your spirits a chance to work it out. Because they would rather have to work all day and night to make a miracle happen for you than you be forced into a situation and you have to sell yourself short. Because that's not helping your spirit. I would rather be on my own like I have been for a very long time. Have my own house. You know, I've got brooms outside and amulets all around the house. That's me. Have I struggled? Fuck yes. Have I worried about how I was going to keep the lights on? Fuck yes. My tummy's growling. And hey, I've got an abundance of food now. But were there times when I was hungry? Yes. And it wasn't even a pride thing. You know? It was like, those spirits, for the most part, love me unconditionally. As long as I stay with a good heart and good intentions, and I stay in my center of love, they will get me through it. They love me for who I am. Humans is questionable. And because I've shown them that faith, they'll do it all over again if they have to. I don't know a human that can do that. You know? So, the way that I got my family to embrace me and my ATRs and what I do is just being me. Was it hard? Fuck yes. But I chose myself over anything. And I know someone out there is struggling with this and feels like they are going to have to compromise who they are. Get a reading with me. Get a consultation. We'll figure it out. Because once you start on this spiritual path, the more you connect with your inner being, girl, I gotta get me some yogurt. It's almost breakfast time. The more you connect with your inner being, the harder it is for you to settle, compromise, lie about who you are, fake the funk, any of that. Because you are so dedicated to your own spirit and your own higher self and your happiness that you will make shit shake before you compromise who you are. And that is one of the most rewarding things that my journey has given me, is that strength. So, I love you guys. I definitely want to start focusing on my closet witches, my witches that are practicing their traditions and, you know, in secret or what have you, because I can help you out. Bubba, shh, my cat, he wants to come snuggle. But I'm gonna get off of here, and I love you guys.